Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all. Well done! Then we still have a chance. We sent in a small force to cause a distraction. They probably won't survive, but they should keep the enemy busy while we get the rest of our troops inside. We need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain. We want you to get in there and open the labyrinth before we send in the entire force and reveal our numbers. Hanan and Gabrielle can brief you on the battle plans for the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild strike teams that will follow after you. After you receive your briefings from Hanan and Gabrielle, select a soldier to accompany you on your mission. Choose carefully, for our plan hinges on you opening the way into the labyrinth. This is our last strike. Make it count.
I've seen more than my fair share of years. Many more. But in all that time, I've never contemplated something as foolhardy as this. We're about to face a Daedric prince for the fate of our world, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you.
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here, you know. Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the labyrinth, we need you to close that portal. King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this. The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here, you know.
The Fighters Guild is ready. We're prepared to follow you into the very heart of Molag Bal's lair. We shall not fail you. Of course, we've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you slip in and open the labyrinth. As you clear a path, Fighters Guild soldiers will fall in behind you to hold the line. You need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a hindrance than a help. I wish you luck in there. Fight alongside you, that would be a true honor. But the Fighters Guild needs me right now. Someone has to command our forces. After you clear a path to the labyrinth, I shall lead the charge inside. And luck to you as well. Make them pay for all the pain and suffering they've caused. And for our friends and allies that have fallen along the way.
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle.
You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something important? Me neither. But this could come close to that. We stopped the plane meld and saved the people of Tamriel. Who wouldn't want to be remembered for doing that?
A question? How?
You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something important? I've dreamed of this moment. Seriously, I always knew I'd end up fighting to save the world in Cold Harbor. I mean, you were a beautiful warrior with flowing red hair and an ample... Well, no offense. But otherwise, this is just like my dream.
About time you... A question? How marvelous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity, our weapons aloft and aglow with the fires of eternal righteousness. You honor me this day, my friend. I gladly accept this mission. My sword is yours, my boon companion. Together, we will protect the beautiful realm of Cold Harbor, and perhaps even save that ugly rat hole you call home. Victory! Thy name is Cadwell.
The Fighters Guild came to Cold Harbor for this express purpose. To stop the plane meld and save our world. No matter how many of us fall this day, we shall not fail.
Let good King Dinar know what an excellent choice you made so we can get this caravan on the road.
It all comes down to this, my friend. The final fanfare. The last hurrah. I don't know the meaning of the word fear, literally. I don't. But damn if the prospect of entering that gate doesn't twist my guts into knots.
I promise to help you if you help me.
Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all.
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? If you need more time to speak with your friends, please take it. This might be the last chance you get. When you're ready, I'll give you final instructions and we can begin our final assault. Very well. Come with me and I'll explain the exact details of your mission. Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, Cadwell will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric Prince. Then open the labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands. Close that reinforcement portal so that we can send the rest of our forces inside. I know you will make me proud.
Our forces have gathered and are ready to move.
This all seems familiar.
I love what the Dark Prince has done with this place. Quite lovely. Shame we have to march an army through here. Soldiers rarely take care to watch where they step.
This all seems familiar. I don't like it. I should know what a Daedric Prince's lair looks like. How can I recognize this place? But don't worry. I'm not going to turn into an Atronach or anything. I don't think.
The Fighters Guild came to Cold Harbor.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that? I love what the Dark Prince has done with his...
Such pain.
must be only used for evil. We stand by you, champion.
Room on my scabbard. Where will I mark my kills? What jolly good fun. I believe the next stop is the labyrinth, old chum. Shall we toddle off?
That you sealed Molag Bal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault. Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Molag Bal's minions busy, you need to navigate the labyrinth and find the portal to the plein air vortex. Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Molag Bal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go, and good luck. Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. Don't lose hope, my friend. We're depending on you!
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows, you might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating. Just look around until we figure out a way to either open that gate or get around it. There's no time to rest. We have to keep moving. I'll make sure our flank is protected while you clear the way ahead. A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. I hope the others are all right. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. To be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come. To get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I've never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud!
That was a close call. Thanks for helping me in there. I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to dislike Daedric death traps.
It took a bit of work, but I was able to track you down. Just one of my many gifts, if you must know.
Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the planar vortex. Far too many. Hanan was caught by surprise and wiped out, along with a large number of Fighters Guild soldiers. King Dinar's group was also ambushed, but he managed to fight his way out of it. Many were wounded, though. Time is running out. Thank Cadwell for that small favor. I'm not sure how he does it, but I think he's grown so attached to Cold Harbor that he's actually become part of it. Unfortunately, he can only teleport one other person at a time, and it is a lengthy process. The portal that leads to the planar vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you. I'll provide what help I can, and as usual, it will be considerable. Now go! You must hurry. Sooner or later, the Lord of Schemes will become aware that we're closer to our goal than his army realizes. I'll keep this portal open for as long as I can. That should allow us to bring in a few reinforcements of our own.
It took a bit of work, but I was able to track you down. Just one of my many gifts, if you must know.
That was a close call. Thanks. You didn't think we forgot our promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack! You didn't think we forgot our promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack! Performed better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. I am impressed. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually.
There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. The planar vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in Cold Harbor. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not risk exposing my true nature to the Dark Prince. Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends. You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and Cold Harbor churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld, and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace. After you, I shall be right behind you. Ask your questions, but know that you cannot hope to succeed without the support of chains than that to stop me. Come, we have things to discuss. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. Reality is a game, mortal. Learn to play, or resign yourself to becoming one of the pieces that is meant to be sacrificed. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue. Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far more than it brings. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point.
Most people dream of lusty Argonians or delectable dishes, but not old Darien. Oh no, I dream about planar vortexes and blinding lights of Meridia. How is that possible? And why do I keep asking questions that no one can answer? Why waste words when I can simply show you? Look around. I've been dreaming about this place since I was a young boy. Seeing it live and in person, that's a bit unnerving. Why couldn't this be that other dream I regularly have? With a blinding light, brighter than any I've ever seen. Then I'm in a room where everything's illuminated, as if the world itself is made of light. I'm alone. And then I wake up. It's always the same. And I'll soon wake up in a really bright room, too hungover to remember what I did, I hope. But that's not likely, is it? I'm alive, which is more than I can say for a lot of the soldiers out there. I keep thinking that if I would have stayed back, I could have changed things. I know how war works, though. Someone, somewhere is always going to die. Yes, I am. And after everything I've seen, the werewolves of Camlorn, the dungeons of Angoth, the towering spire of the Doomcrag, and now this, I feel like I've seen it all. I can honestly say it's been an honor to fight at your side. Maybe after this we can actually find that tavern and get that drink I mentioned a while back. And hey, if one of us doesn't make it, promise to have a toast in the other one's memory.
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured the horror of all this. So many of our friends and companions have died, and this damn vortex still threatens our world. I think it's time we shut it down. Permanently. Damn right I'm determined. And more than a little irritated at all this. Come on, hero. Let's show Molag Bal how it's done. Then I can get back to the ordinary craziness I usually get to deal with. I think we can. I hope we can. All I know is we've come too far to give up now. I just worry that we still have a lot of fight left to go. I think more of us are going to die before this is all over. If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn, after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. It wasn't a good book, but the phrase stuck with me. And I believe it too. You showed me that there was more to life than that dark forest. You gave me hope. For that, I'll fight at your side till this ends, one way or another. We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see our homeland. That will be an exciting day. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanis Galerian's power should be feared. Chances? I don't believe in luck or fortune. We'll win this day with blood and magic, or we'll die trying. I won't lie to you, I doubt we can win this fight, but that doesn't mean we won't try. The same thing that happens to everybody. The world ends and everyone dies, and that's the best scenario. More likely, they'll all become soul-shriven slaves in Cold Harbor. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. We're simply soldiers, brothers and sisters fighting for what they care about. We're united and that makes us strong. That's what's important here. It's good to know your faith hasn't wavered. These men and women follow you. They face death itself to fight at your side. They will stand with you until the end. Don't disappoint them.
thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we've made it this far. Victory is within our grasp, especially now that the Radiant Lady stands with us. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. I am the last Ayleid. But I am proud to call you my friend. Cruel tyrants and conquerors, who believed ourselves better than the other races of Nirn. When the lesser races decided we were the enemy and united against us, our downfall was all but guaranteed. We were too stubborn to see where we were wrong. That is a reason I am the last king of the Ayleids. I stood alongside the younger races, aided them. I believed in what they fought for. I was there when the power of High Rock switched from the Alessians to the Dareni.
I always wanted to see a planar vortex up close and personal. Isn't that sky spectacular? Wait, what are we doing here again? Of course! Our epic quest. It must have slipped my mind. I've been on so many of these adventures, you know. After a while, they tend to blend together, kind of like these two realms are doing. Oh, sorry, old chap. That's a bad thing, right? Yes, I knew that. Terrible getting your dismal world into the wondrous vistas of Cold Harbor, like dipping bread in honey. Frightfully repulsive. Still, I believe this might just be my best quest yet. Concerned about what? We're heroes, my boon companion, and heroes always win. Let that be a lesson to you. Now, let's go and stop the plane mill. Well, that'd just be disgusting, wouldn't it? You know where honey comes from? It's regurgitated flower nectar. Oh, very well. I accept your challenge. Now, let's go and finish this so that I can taste your bitter poison.
Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. When you are ready, let me know. So it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly.
If only we could have known about all of this. If we'd have known about this before everything happened. Maybe my people could have stopped it. Or maybe it's just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see our homeland. That will be an exciting day. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Inspiring quotes are nice and all, but living to tell our own tale is so much better.
must be broken.
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
Place the light and disrupt this vortex.
I'm sticking with her, my friend. Gabrielle and me, we've been through a lot. I'm not going to leave her alone.
Darian.
No one else dies today. That's an order. Come on, let's go set the light in place.
It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong. Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the light's approaches.
He will consume the light. He will tear it apart. He will destroy it. He will
Our
destroy
Father
you.
has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
You believe the light can destroy my plane elf? Your prince thinks I would allow this? She is more foolish than I thought. Oh, how sad. You were drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall destroy you. I shall enjoy watching a hero die. Most curious. This light powers you somehow. Meridia, where are you hiding?
Merely fetching those who would stand against you.
I'm tired of this game. Now you shall die.
Get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that easy? My minions will tear you apart.
Gabrielle! Focus all your energy into this! We can't let up!
I'm doing my best!
You deal with the crystal. We'll take care of our new guests.
This
failed.
The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. The vortex has been destroyed. I designed this place to be familiar and calming to you. It is a small pocket of oblivion, under my protection. No harm will come to you here. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle? I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be of great use to us. For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare yourself, and be ready when Oblivion calls. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle? I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered.
I fear the king's wounds are too extensive for us to heal. He doesn't have much time left.
Please, you have to hold on. We can't lose any more of our companions. There's been too many deaths already. How can you ask me that after what we've been through? Darien, the king, so many injuries, so many deaths. I don't know. He wasn't here when we arrived. I didn't see him. When the light erupted, Vanis, Dinar, and I appeared here. No one else. Just us. I think Darien's gone.
My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Finally, I will be able to join them once more. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darien and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a beacon, and the last thing I will ever see. Darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nirn is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nirn from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nirn. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my way.
We will honor the Iliad King for his sacrifice this day. We will honor everyone's sacrifice this day. I'm still trying to work that out myself. When you touched the light, you erupted in holy flame. We thought we had lost you, truth be told. I've never seen destruction like that before. Even Molag Bal reeled in pain from its touch. I don't know. Anyone not in the vortex should have been protected from the blast. But I have no way to know if they survived the actual assault. Anyone inside besides us, I can only imagine the light took them quickly. As am I, my friend. As am I. Let's leave this place once and for all. May the companions we lost along the way find their own way home.
How many did we lose today? I can't even count. I fear going back home. Seeing who survived and who didn't. It's all just so overwhelming. How can you ask me that after what we've been through, Darian?
The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you.
hour has arrived, Vestige. The final confrontation with the god of schemes is at hand. The 5 companions gather at the harborage. Meet us there.
I wasn't sure what it...
What? A secure vault makes for a secure vault makes for